Look, I'll be honest. There's little to no point in me putting any effort into making content right now on this app because the little experiment I did shows that this account, even though it has more followers, is clearly just being suppressed. So what's the point? This is just water. It's not full of whiskey. Because God, I wish it were. Oh, look at this belly. Look at that dumb old belly. I'm getting fat, I'm getting old. So this is just going to be a waste of time. You're just going to watch me eat one of these lovely gluten-free wafers. The chocolate ones are not as good as the vanilla ones, but the vanilla ones are excellent. These are great, and I haven't had a wafer cookie since I got diagnosed with celiac disease, which was, when was that? When did I get diagnosed? 2019? I think it was. It was when I was working at Procter & Gamble. I can remember leading up to the diagnosis, I was just exhausted all the time, more than usual, winded all the time, pale. I just didn't feel good for years, but I didn't know why. And then finally went to the doctor. I had avoided going to the doctor, but finally had, well, I didn't have good health insurance. It was pretty shitty. And, you know, went, they got blood tests, and they're like, you are anemic. And I can remember the doctor asking me, have you been eating a lot of ice? And me thinking, yeah, why? It's like, well, a sign of anemia is eating ice, which is weird to me. But I remember just getting crushed ice and just eating it so much. I don't do that now. So then I went for a colonoscopy. That's when they said not only did I have polyps, but my intestinal lining and other upper intestinal things showed that I probably had celiac disease and how it was wearing out my insides, which was why I was anemic. Not only because it's an autoimmune disease, but because really for like a decade or so, this is going to be disgusting and you're not going to want to hear it, but very, very deep red bowel situation. That, because I'm a dumb idiot man, I kept acting like it's hemorrhoids. It wasn't hemorrhoids. It was far more sinister. Anyway, so the day of that diagnosis from the gastroenterologist, I haven't had wheat since. Not knowingly. I think I've had it unknowingly. Either going out to eat, which is just such a pain in the ass. Because you believe that people probably aren't putting wheat in stuff. But you never know. And it took me a long time to put together that soy sauce has wheat in it. Why? I don't know. But it does. Also took me a while to learn that Twizzlers, one of my favorite candy, had wheat in it. I hadn't gotten into the habit of, scouring ingredients to make sure that it didn't have wheat in it. So once I had stopped doing that, then I stopped having, you know, minor issues here and there. But all that to say, the long-winded way to say, I hadn't had a wafer cookie since then. And the gluten-free options just keep multiplying every year, which is pretty great. And the quality of it gets better. Though they're always so much more expensive for so much less, just because the different kinds of ingredients you have to use to approximate what wheat can do. And even at that, it's nowhere close to approximating wheat. Though I have been using the Pillsbury cake mix. But we've only done it in cupcake form, not in a cake form, because I think in a smaller package, you know, like a cupcake size of the mix, is more effective because the integrity of how it sticks together, like it would have to in a cake, isn't pushed to the limits. Because, you know, there's just not a lot of integrity to non-gluten based flours, just because the gluten is what holds stuff in that little kind of stringy, gluey, whatever, however it does that. You can't really replicate that very well. Boy, this was really boring. But like I said, I'm just wasting time because TikTok has put me in the storage locker of video posts. So that was bedtime talk. Bedtime? It's not bedtime. That's bed talk with Wiseacre. Hope you enjoyed it. I know I might have. Oh, I gotta go poop.